last 3 video newsletters, we looked at improving hip rotation by using closed chain exercises, specifically to improve the function of the posterior fibers of the glute medius, piriformis, deep rotators, and psoas. Today we'll show you how to progress it, the final progression. The key to this exercise, it's a pretty common exercise, it's a very common exercise, but how people do it often makes the exercise very simple. It doesn't focus on improving the connection between the foot, the knee, and the deep low glutes. So today we're going to show you the progression, or the actual functional progression and the integration of these 3 key components to improving lower extremity function. So the first key I want is the ankle and dorsiflexion, but neutral position, and with the tripod of the foot. Pressure on the big toe, little toe, heel position. We want a nice connection here. I want the knee lined up right down the shaft of the tibia, goes through around the first and second, or second and third digits of the foot. This will help her activate the vastus medialis to stabilize the inside of that knee. She's going to connect the inside to the adductors and finally to the deep lower fibers of the glute max. Those are the coccygeal fibers of the glute max that help to pull and centrate the hip back in the socket, and that's where we should be lifting from. A lot of our women female clients, they want to tone their glutes, and it's really these deep lower fibers that not only lift and function to posteriorly glide the femur in the socket, but they're really the ones that help lift and tone the glutes. So that's a good selling point for your clients that want to improve the tone and look of their glutes. I want Melissa to make sure she's squared up. She's going to activate her core, stay nice and long through her spine. I'm going to move her arms out of the way just so you can see what I'm looking at. I want to make sure, again, stabilize, centrate her knee, hip in the socket. And now I'm going to have Melissa, I'm going to palpate so you can see where I'm palpating. If you're a male working with female or female working with males, make sure you get permission. Especially when you're working with sensitive clientele like you're underage, make sure that you get permission from their parents or you have another adult present. And especially if you're working with female clientele, make sure you have permission before you're palpating. I want to make sure she centrates, and I'm going to cue her to lift right from here, not from out here. This is where clients lift from, hence the problems with hip and overactivation of the TFL, rectus femoris. I want her lifting from the deep lower glutes. I'm going to cue Melissa to lift from her deep lower glutes. Okay, Melissa, I'm going to have you lift up, lift from here, centrating. Good, keep it nice and controlled. You can lift up a little bit higher. Yes, she should feel a nice, strong connection here. Adductors to her deep low glutes and slowly come back down under control. I want her lifting from here and controlling it from her knee down to her foot. Again, she's going to lift up. Controlling, lifting. I'm making sure she stays centrated and level through her pelvis and slowly back down. A lot of our clients do this exercise and they make it real simple. They get real sloppy, the pelvis tilts laterally, and she starts to overload the superficial lateral glute fibers. We want her sort of not tucked, but centrated, activated through the deep lower glutes. One more time, Melissa. Lifting straight up. Good, nice control, and this will even work the vastus medialis in that closed chain position, not those terminal extensions that we hear so much about, and then slowly lower under control. Again, this is a great way to start to integrate functional progressions, functional integration between the ankle, foot, the knee, and the hip, tying it back into the core as well. So this concludes our part 4 series on improving hip rotation, showing you the functional progressions that we use to get the client using the muscles that she needs to use, as well as how do you progress into a more functional position that she's going to need for sport and for life. This is Dr. Evan Osler with Fitness Insider, Fitness Education Seminars. Feel free to check out our website at Integrated Movement Specialist if you want to become a specialist in improving human function. Thanks so much. We'll see you.